What? 2 talking head videos in 1 week? Well, this time something completely non-scripted. This is sort of designed to follow up the last video I made, but it relates to something that's going on right now, and that is the Max Redline. I have heard from multiple people now there needs to be a little alternative or something. So on the normal Max map, if you look between Gateway and the airport, it tells you that that travel time is 14 minutes. 14 minutes. From experience, these shuttle buses take more like 25 to 30 minutes, depending on traffic. Well, I just found this trip on Pantograph. It's probably not going to focus. One moment. It leaves Portland Airport and takes almost 40 minutes to get to Gateway. I gotta be honest with you, that's nearly unacceptable. Now, I don't just suddenly think Trimet should somehow pull a magic trick and bypass all these cars that are clearly on I-205. That's not what I'm concerned about. What I would like to see come back, and I'm going to talk about that here in a second, are express shuttle buses that go directly to the airport. The airport is a destination. I'm going to make a separate video on this at some point in the future about a little more detailed on this, but the airport is a destination. Red Line trains are not traveling between Gateway and the airport, and so people are going to want to travel to that destination. And so the shuttle buses obviously are required to fill in all those stops. However, having an express shuttle bus would make things so much easier. A lot of people, whether they're going on a flight, visiting somebody, or even if they just simply work at the airport, don't you think they should have a nice, reliable alternative that gets them to the airport? Something that services no stops at all from Gateway to the airport. Now, obviously, you're still going to need shuttle buses servicing Park Row Summer, Cascades, Mountain Avenue. You're still going to need all of that because there are MAX stations that are no longer getting serviced by trains. But throwing in some express trains would be highly, highly useful. I am going to leave this linked down below. I do not own this website or anything, but the Rose City Transit website has some cool hidden gems on it, including some old MAX projects that were either planned or unplanned that disrupted trains at the Gateway Transit Center. So Trimet was providing shuttle buses that service Red Line trains from Gateway to the airport. But there's a sign in one of the pictures that says serving all stops, Gateway, Park Rose, Cascades, Mountain Avenue, Airport. You go that way. Or express to airport was that way. So they had 2 different pickup locations. The Max Red Line had a shuttle that went from Gateway to the airport serving all stops, and then they had express buses that would bypass all stops. I get it. We're recovering from operator shortage, and so the Max Red Line shuttles can only be so frequent or whatever. But I gotta tell you, that excuse is no longer working. We just got through a MAX project in April and May where shuttle buses were running from the Lloyd District all the way to Gateway every 7 minutes. And during the busy parts of the day, every 5 minutes. Meaning Trimet can run more buses and they choose not to. What I'd like to see going forward, and maybe this is just wishful thinking, but I would like to see the Red Line shuttle running possibly every 10 minutes, and then on top of that, every 15 minutes, having an express shuttle that goes directly to the airport and back, no intermediate stops. Will this increase confusion? Possibly, but this project is going to be going on all the way until October. Keeping it the way it is right now and having buses every 15 minutes serving all stops and taking forever is not gonna work. Maybe I should have made a video on this a while ago to bring a little more attention to this, but this is how I feel. It's bad enough getting stuck in traffic on I-205 during the rush hour, and then you're on a bus stuck in that traffic, but then you have to detour off, serve the Park Rose Summer Transit Center, then you have to go back into stuck traffic again, and then you got to take more detours at the Cascade Station. It takes forever, and it's not fair to people who are trying to catch a flight, people who are trying to visit somebody that's coming in from a flight, or employees who work at the airport. They may have to leave upwards of 30 minutes earlier, all because the shuttle bus takes too long. Right now, it is 2:21 p.m., so it's starting to get a little busy. I've just gone on Google Maps for a trip from Gateway Transit Center to Portland International Airport, arrivals, the exact same thing the shuttle bus does. And this is saying to just, go on I-205 and then down Airport Way and just long haul it all the way to the airport. How long does it take to go by car? 16 minutes, which is 2 minutes longer than the Max Red Line normally is. This is a lot more comparable to today's max travel time. And so having these express shuttle buses, which Trimet used to provide, just makes sense. I don't know how I'm going to show this, but if you go down to this whole area, you can see that it takes considerably longer once you get closer to 4 p.m. And they're saying it still takes 22 minutes, which is still way shorter than today's shuttle options. I figured out how to change the time a little bit better, so let's see what happens when we depart at 5:30, exactly how long this takes. Typically 16 to 30 minutes. So that still is faster than our 40-something minute shuttle bus that serves all local stops. I mean, yes, that definitely takes a while, but it is an improvement. Actually, it rerouted me onto 102nd Avenue for that particular shuttle route. But if I go over to where it just stays on I-205 and then goes down Airport Way, it still says typically 16 to 35 minutes. It takes a while no matter what you do, and the Max Red Line will always be faster, but while it's not running, you might as well maximize these opportunities, no pun intended. Is Trimet going to introduce express shuttle buses? Probably not. However, there is a small silver lining, at least for now. Maybe I shouldn't mention this, but if you have the Pantograph app, and you can take a look at schedules for the area, you can actually see the schedules for this fall. They're already in there. This video is not talking about that, but if you go to the Max Red Line shuttle and you go to, say, late September or early October, where the shuttle definitely should still be running, it just simply says no trips scheduled today. So for some reason that's the only one they don't have the new schedules for yet. So maybe they are tweaking some things, maybe it'll run more frequently, maybe there will be express options, but at the same time, that might be wishful thinking. So I leave you with the Rose City Transit page. I'll link it down in the description if you want to check it out. There's a whole bunch of pictures from this particular shutdown, and this was from well over a decade ago. I believe it was during Max Green Line construction, so yeah, it was a long time ago. But Trimet was able to do it that long ago. They're able to do it now. It's better in every way, and I've seen and heard people commenting it a lot, that express shuttle buses should be a thing that goes to the airport, and that they used to be a thing. So bring them back. Also, self-promotion time. This channel is now in possibly the best health it's been in quite a while. I have a 500 subscriber special coming up when that happens, and I also have some exciting news. Starting in the month of August, and it's already kind of been happening on this channel, as you may have noticed, I will be uploading 3 times a week. Talking head videos on Monday, and then there will be a transit ride video on Wednesday and another one on Friday. I've gone out and filmed a ton of videos. So they've already been made, they've already been edited, so as this summer goes along and well into September, expect videos 3 times a week. So anyways, I thank you for watching this video, and I will see you Friday on C-Tran.